Arroe Unplugged it's conversation. Just talk. Two people together, you and me. And we're talking about what creativity is doing to our mind, body, and soul. And that there's not too many people out there saying, you know what, if you're going to be a creative person at work or at home or wherever, you're going to have to take on those moments when creativity isn't going to show up, but you need it, but it's not going to show up because it's got a mind of its own. Or you're going to be right there at 1 o'clock in the morning going, go to sleep, and it won't go to sleep. You can't live without it. You have to learn how to deal with it and have a conversation with it. Unplugged because we will always say yes to creativity. Totally uncut because we all make mistakes. So turn it into a tool. This is Arroe Unplugged. I don't know about you, but every year at this time, man, those allergies take over. Well, my doctor says it's because the leaves are on the ground and there's mold underneath those leaves. And no matter how hard you go out there to try to get those leaves off your lawn and roof and things like that, what happens is that all of that mold gets in the air and those spores get inside your nose and it just wreaks havoc on your system. And you spend more time blowing your nose or taking medications just to find some relief from somewhere. But my God, fall is beautiful, but man, it knows how to get inside your system and change every button in your body. And then where do you find relief? And what do you do? Where do you go? There are so many different ways that we can handle a situation like this. I mean, I could stay in the house all the time, but somehow those little spores are going,
I want that monkey. Get him. We've got to somehow get inside his nose, his lungs.
Hey, it's Arroe. This is The Daily Mess, a chronological walk through an everyday world. I am a daily writer. I am very much aware of everything around me, and it's just who I am. I used to blame it on being a broadcaster because, we always look for those subjects that we can bring to the song intros where listeners go, damn, he's one of us. He's talking about what I'm living right now. And just awareness is key to everything, being mindful of your present. And so I just jot it down. And through those moments of writing things down, some pretty amazing stuff comes out. And it's like, I didn't write that. Even though, the cameras show me I'm writing it. I'm just a tool. So in all reality, writing to me is just the art of listening. This is The Daily Mess. Man, I'll tell you what, that forest this morning, it was holding on to a glow while I was walking through it. Oh my God. It was amazing. The sun wasn't even up yet, but yet it was shooting its rays, straight up into the sky, creating a halo of vibrant, soft colors. Purples and pinks. There was mauve up there and whatever else it wanted to invent. And even for some reason, those leaves that I was talking about, they were laying on the ground, just holding on to the color of the sky. And it was like, wait a second. Normally, leaves are like brown, and by this time they're crusted and they're black, but not this morning. They were. It was like a red color. There was just something about the leaves meeting the color of the sky, and there was this light fog that seemed to connect the two different universes. And I was there to fall witness to it. It was like a spiritual journey right there in my atmosphere of now. Which takes me back to the word that I was sharing with you earlier. Awareness serves as an invitation. Being mindful of all things can also be an extreme chore. It's information overload. So what you got to do is you got to choose to be selective on what you're going to allow into your moment of now. Learning how to clear yesterday's trash and worries takes a lot of time to develop. But when it's properly done, what happens is you're able to step outside when the sun is just barely touching the sky. And all of a sudden you go, whoa, this is much bigger than me. And yet here I am standing and falling witness to something that is just unbelievable. The sky and the earth in harmony. And I cannot explain the color of the leaves other than it was just the way that it held on to the reflection. Now, if a scientist was physically standing here, okay, they would probably say that the temperature was hanging around 33, 34 degrees. There was dew in the air because of the fog. And the fallen leaves had moisture on them. And so therefore, the reflection of the sky was actually reflecting from the dew or the water on the leaves. So it'd be like looking out over a lake and you see the beauty of the sunrise there. And I'll go with that. But still, to be locked in that moment of awareness. And then you bump into people who say, I don't want to write. There's nothing to write about. You should have seen the sky creating harmony with the earth this morning. The presence of energy. Now, what does any of this mean to a novice? It means exploration. It means taking a chance, having courage, confidence to just say, oh, what the hell? Because I'm sure that's how it started with me. Oh, what the hell? In fact, I'll tell you how it started with me, the daily writing, almost 28 years old now. It started with a letter to my sister Margaret. I have it right over here. It's carefully and really professionally put away and safe from all weather conditions, all of the writing. And so I can take you to it and let you read how I was writing a letter to my sister. It was a what the hell moment. So what do you write if you don't see the sky making harmony with the earth? Why don't you write about the silence in your house? That maybe a bird outside has somehow gotten past the filters and you can hear it singing, and that's the only thing that you hear in your house. Because I guarantee you, in the minutes ahead, your house, your home, will be consumed with a lot of noise from kids, from whatever, the television, Alexa, whatever. But this moment where all of a sudden you just feel this, wow, peaceful calling. Write about that. Learn to understand it. More importantly, learn to get back to it. I'm Arroe, and that's the Daily Mess.